So I started this problem. I want you to work through and finish it on your own. Just so you know what you should be getting, I have 3x squared, no, sorry, negative 3x squared plus y over negative x plus 2y. Yes. So there's your first step. Here's what you should get as your final answer. Oh, by the way, before I forget, that would have been a lot more dramatic if it had actually come up on the screen. Before I forget, have a homework assignment. I just posted it to Canvas as well. So that is 3 in total. I believe we'll end up with 6 because we have 2 more sections left, and then you'll have a review. So you got 2 assignments on the chain rule. You got 1 on this. And then we'll have 2 more sections. And then we'll have a review assignment. All right, time to make it harder. We may only get through one of these, but I will try. X squared plus y squared equals 16. Find, this is the second derivative. The second derivative. Here we go. The first derivative should be nice and easy. Derivative of x squared is 2x. Plus derivative of y squared is 2y, but I took a derivative of y, so I need a dy dx. Equals derivative of 16 is 0. All right, anything that has dy dx gets booted out. So dy dx, the 2's are going to cancel, and there's still a negative there, so it's going to be negative x over y. Yawn. We got to make it more interesting. All right. Let's do the second derivative. Second derivative. And this is just a notation for second derivative. Here we go. It's going to be a negative. And then I want the derivative of x over y, so here comes the quotient rule. Low. D high, derivative of x is 1. Minus high. D low, derivative of y is dy dx. This final answer is going to be really cool, by the way. We just need to get there. Over the square of what's below. Okay? We are going to simplify this. And we're going to simplify this by saying negative. There's a negative y plus, because negative gets distributed, plus x times, well, we know what dy dx is. We found dy dx earlier. It was negative x over y. Oh, well, now I'm not happy because I have a fraction and a fraction. So how do I get rid of the fraction and a fraction? We're going to multiply top and bottom by what? Nope. This y on the bottom here is what I want to get rid of. So that's what I want to end up canceling. So I'm going to multiply by y on top and bottom. Negative. Y times y is y squared. Minus x times x is x squared. The y is canceled. Over y squared times y is y cubed. I'm going to factor a negative out of the top so that I don't have two subtraction signs. So this is just x squared plus y squared. This is where it gets cool. Do you spot it? What am I going to put? X squared plus y squared is 16. That's what we said at the very start. So instead of x squared plus y squared here, I can just write 16. So the final answer, I think that's really cool. That this whole messy thing, when it starts to look like it's going to be even more complicated, and even more complicated, and then all of a sudden, it's even simpler. Question?
So like on a test or something, would you expect us to factor it down that much and put the negative 16?
I would say so. I think that's a lot more simplified than this.
Yeah.
If we're making an argument for how much you want to simplify it.
So what happens if you write it as like negative y squared minus x squared over y?
This would probably be like a 6-point problem, and you'd probably get 5 out of the 6 points, somewhere around there. Where? Oh, I took a negative out of this part from the start. So I took a negative here, and then treated this as if it were positive, and then distributed it back later.
Oh, okay, so that's why. Okay.
If you do it the other way around, you should still get the same thing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Questions on that? Okay. I don't know if I'll have time to do this last one. Oh yeah, I will, because it gives me dy dx already. So I'm okay. The reason I want you to simplify out all the way down is because you might see it on a multiple choice. And on a multiple choice, it would definitely have it simplified all the way down and expect you to recognize that it should be simplified all the way down. Let's try and get it done. I will try. I don't know if I will succeed. The last problem on the back page, we're going to do together on tomorrow at our Zoom meeting. Then on Monday, we'll start the next section of notes. That's where we're headed. All right. Derivative of square root of 1 minus y squared. Well, derivative of square root is going to be 1 over 2 times the square root of 1 minus y squared. 1/2 times the thing to the negative 1/2. But then after that, I need to bring in the chain rule. Times derivative of the inside part. Derivative of 1 minus y squared, that's going to be a negative 2y dy dx. So once again, I know what dy dx is, so I'm going to bring it in to here. And if it's okay, I'm going to cancel these 2's. Hopefully we can handle that being in the same step here. So I got 1 over square root of 1 minus y squared times negative y times dy dx. Well, dy dx is square root of 1 minus y squared. What happens? How are we going to simplify this? Those cancel. Boom. Questions on that? All right.